Hi guys, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be showing you this spring makeup look. This has been my everyday spring makeup look and I feel like it's easy once you get it down. Like the colors are very spring and the face is very dewy. Love having that dewy skin. It does last all day too. Sometimes it'll wear off a little tiny bit, but it lasts me all day for the most part. So we will get into the video in a second. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button if you love this video, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified for future uploads. Also give me a follow on Instagram where I will chat with you guys about makeup on that platform and update you guys on makeup products as well over there. So if you want to see this dewy, fresh, everyday spring makeup look that I've been doing, then let's just get right into the video. So as you can see, I already have my brows done, so it looks a little bit weird with my face right now. Put a couple things on just to get this video started and so it's not so long. First, I did put on the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. I want a dewy base. I usually do put an SPF on, so I didn't put it on today because I'm not going to be going outside, but I used the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer and SPF 50. Always make sure you have your SPF on every day so you can protect your skin from the sun. Even if it's not sunny outside, you still need a sunscreen on. Next thing that I used was the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I've showed this a bunch in my other videos. This stuff I use as a corrector, and as you can see, it corrected under my eyes with a lot of the darkness so that I won't need as much concealer when I go in. It's not advertised as a color corrector, but since it has that peachy tone, it does the color correcting for me, which I love, and this is inexpensive. And then for the brows, I've shown this in other videos as well. I use a lot of the same products. Is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I think I have it in the color neutral. Yeah, neutral brown. The tip of it, as you can see, is not like one of those little tiny ones. It's like in between. It's easier to fill in your brows a little bit faster. I always put a gloss on when I start doing my makeup. It's the NYX This Is Juice Gloss. And this is in the shade Strawberry Flex. It leaves my lips so hydrated. I use it every single day. It's everything I have on my face so far. I did forget that I also set my eyelids because I did bring the color corrector on top of my eyelids. So I used the Coty Airspun Loose Face Setting Powder. And then I'm going to go in with eyeshadow, and I've been doing this a lot lately. I love doing my eyeshadow first. If you have any fallout, if the edges aren't perfectly straight, you can clean it up with your concealer or foundation. So I love doing this. And I'm going to be using the LA Girl Get Feverish eyeshadow palette. Mine is really old, so I had to look it up to make sure they still have it, and they still do. Obviously, you can see it's very dirty. I get a lot of use out of it. Comes with a mirror. I just think they're so pretty. They're really pigmented and they blend perfectly. So I'm going to be going in with the pinks in this palette. When I think of spring, it just reminds me of a shimmery lid color and then a matte in the crease in the outer corner. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to take my Japanesque blending brush. I don't know what the name of this is. I got it at TJ Maxx. It's just a blending brush that I use to bring the color into my crease. This palette does not show the colors on it, so I'm just going to point to the colors for you, but I'm going to go in first with this pink tone. I feel like it shows up more red on camera, but it is like a mauve pink tone. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking into my mirror. It's just easier to see everything. So what I'm going to do first is kind of start out with that on my outer corner, and then I'm going to bring it into the crease. These colors just blend so perfectly and they're so pigmented. I didn't put a lot on my brush, and you can see I got a lot of color payoff. I'm going to add a little bit more over here. That's the prettiest pink shade. I love it so much. I seriously use it like every single day. I'm going to go in to deepen up the outer corner a little bit, and I'm just going to take this purpley shade over here. I'm just going to take that into my outer corner. And I tap off the excess of this one because they are, you know, a little pigmented. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner. And just keep blending it into the outer corner. I'm not really doing tons of blending right now. I'm just placing the colors mostly and blending them up a little bit. I'm not doing any major blending. What I've been doing is taking a very fluffy, dense crease kind of brush. This is called the Domed Shadow Brush by Real Techniques. And I've been taking that with no excess color on it and just blending this out. And these colors just blend so easily. You don't need to do a lot of blending. I kind of just go in back and forth, make sure there's no harsh edges, and That's it for the matte shades. I'm gonna take this one right here. It's such a pretty shimmer. I'm gonna use my finger because I get the most pigment. I'm just gonna take that and place it on the inner corner up to the middle of my lid. Since I had the other shades in the outer corner, I don't want to bring it that far out. Did do this look for Easter. I think it's perfect for spring and summer as well. I mean, you can wear any look any time of the year. It just reminds me of spring because of the shades. And I do bring that color into the inner corner to brighten that area up. I think I built up the shimmer enough. So next we're gonna go into the foundation. So the foundation that I'm using is the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. And I showed this in a video reviewing this and the concealer, and I love this stuff. It is so pretty. It's perfect for every day. It leaves that glow to the skin. You need to try this. I believe it's $30. It's not drugstore price, and it's not high-end price. It's like in the middle. And I have the shade MN3. And it says shake well before use, so I always make sure to shake it. And it does have a pump. I actually showed this in the last video, so I'm not going to go too much into depth with this. I'll link that video in the eye and down below. And I'm going to take the same brush I used in the last video, which is the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator. I love this brush. It's perfect for blending out foundations. So this foundation, I would say, is like medium coverage. Builds so nicely too. So I do bring it up under my eyes a little bit. I didn't put a lot on. I think for every day you don't need that much unless you want, you know, a little bit more coverage. And this doesn't match my skin perfectly, so I'm just going to bring it down my neck. I make sure I blend it up to my ears so I don't have that harsh line. It just has such a nice glow, as you can see, to the skin, and then I use a glowy primer underneath. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, super coverage, and I've shown this for a while on my channel. This is very creamy. It's not matte. I would say it's like a natural finish to it, so it's perfect to go with this look. And I'm in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just going to brighten up my under eyes a little bit because they can get really dark throughout the day too when some of this like wears off just a tiny bit. I use it to highlight the center of my face, and then sometimes I'll take a little bit extra depending on how my skin looks, but I do a couple swipes on my cheeks just to give more coverage because the foundation isn't super full coverage. And then I use that same brush, the e.l.f. brush. And I love that this look, you don't need a whole bunch of brushes. It's perfect for every day. I can do this look probably, I would say, in 10, 15 minutes. Like, I can do this pretty fast because I'm used to doing it. Once you get used to it, you can get it done super fast. So I'm just blending all that concealer in, and this is where it cleans up the line. It really cleans it up with the concealer, and it makes it look more lifted. And I love that I don't have to use as much concealer because the corrector really corrected that area for me, so I only need, you know, that one layer of concealer. I'm going to use a different setting powder today. I'm not going to use the Coty Airspun one because I want to keep that glowy look to my skin. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. It's in the shade Light, but that is what it looks like. So I'm just tapping that into the lid, and I'm using my brush that I use all the time. It's by Real Techniques, and it is the contour brush. First go under my eyes just to get that all set so we don't have any creasing, and I'm going to use this all over my face. It just gives the most natural look to your skin. Like, it doesn't look too matte like you're wearing makeup. It just sets it in place, and it makes your skin look glowy. I just love that about this. Usually if I don't want that matte look, I will go in with this to get more of the glowy skin look. I actually did forget, and I usually do this before that setting powder, but I'm just going to go in with it now anyways and then set it again. But it is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. And I'm not sure what color this is in. I'll have to look it up and see. I literally use the same brush and really kind of push it into there. And this just screams spring to me, this dewy blush. It looks dewy on the skin. It doesn't look matte. It just makes your skin look so fresh. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of it to, you know, set the blush in those areas, just so it lasts longer. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Milani Suntan Silky Matte Bronzing Powder as the shade. You can go in with a whole bunch of it and it doesn't look muddy or like too much. I do bring it down my neck because of that foundation being a little darker, and it looks so smoothing on the skin. So I just go around the perimeters of my face. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild P65 blush brush and my Luminoso Milani Baked Powder Blush. I use this all the time. It's just the perfect spring glowy blush, and I just go over the cream blush. If you have problems with your powder blush lasting, go in with a cream blush first and then set it with a powder blush, and your blush will last so much longer. I'm telling you, you have to try that. And the e.l.f. one is inexpensive, and the Milani one is the same way. It's a drugstore product, so it's not super expensive, and it's easy to get as well. Also, what I've been doing just to brighten up the inner corners of my eyes, I am taking a highlighter. You can take any highlighter. Is the Afterglow Urban Decay powder highlighter in Sin. I'm not sure if they still have this around, but you can use any powder highlighter. And I'm just going to take it on a little Japanesque brush that I have and place it into the inner corner just to give that brightening effect. I like that area to be super bright and look like I'm awake. And then I'm going to go under my brow bone. And it just makes those areas pop. I'm also going to put a little bit on my nose and my Cupid's bow. It just attracts a little more light to those areas and makes your face look more fresh. And then I'm going to go back in with that eyeshadow brush I used, and it does have a little bit of the eyeshadow still on it, so I'm just going to bring that under my eyes. And I am going to do liquid eyeliner. You don't have to do liquid eyeliner. You can just go in with your mascara next and you're all set to go, but I've been doing liquid eyeliner and only do it on the outer corner so it doesn't close in my eye. This is the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner, and it says long lasting and waterproof, which it definitely is. It's super black, it dries down, and it lasts all day. Now, if you're not good with brush tips, this might not be the easiest for you. You do need a little bit of practice with it at first. I was used to felt tip eyeliners. Some people prefer the felt tip, some people prefer brushes, but if you can get used to this brush tip, I would highly recommend this, and it's super inexpensive. So like I said, I'm just doing it on the outer corner, a little wing, and dragging it in probably till like about the middle. I'm gonna look down at my mirror. Now, if you do use this, I would recommend when you first take it out to start right here with it, not on the wing, because it does, like this side, I started with the wing because I forgot about it. It does make it a lot thicker. So I go in just on my upper lash line first, and then I start to draw the wing with the excess. You first take it out, it has a lot on it, so it might make the wing look thicker, if that makes sense. So they're not perfectly even, but it'll do. Some days I can do it fast and they look even. Some days I have to spend more time on it. See how I don't bring it all the way in to the inner corner so that it doesn't close your eye off and it just looks bright and open. And then I'm going to go in with the mascara, my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I do a couple of coats of it to build it up. I'm actually not going to go in with lower mascara. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I feel like my eyes look more open when I don't. So I'm going to go in with a lipstick, and this is the Milani Color Fetish lipstick in Secrets, and I showed this in my lip favorites, and I'll link that up below. And this is just so pretty. It's a perfect pink for spring. It's not too like in your face. It's like a nudie pink. These are just so creamy and they make your lips look so smooth. Last, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I just got this and I already love it. Actually, I feel like it does make it last a little bit longer. It doesn't mattify it, it just leaves it as it is, and it doesn't make it dewy. It just right in between. It's like a natural spray, so I'm just going to shake it. Like it says, it's a microfine mist and it just feels like you're putting nothing on your face. Like, look at that mist. It's so fine. I go in with so much of it because I feel like it's not really going on my face since it's so fine. But then I'm just going to let that dry. You can see my skin still has that glow to it. It's still in the process of drying, but it just still has that glow to it. If you want to go back in with a little more powder because you don't like how glowy it is, you can do that. I just feel like this is perfect for spring. This is literally what I do every single day. Sometimes I don't do the lipstick because I'm drinking my coffee in the morning, and it's simple for every day. You don't always have to do the wing with it. Don't do a wing every day. So I hope you guys love this tutorial on my everyday spring makeup look. Let me know what you usually do for your everyday spring makeup look down below. Thank you for watching this video and all of your support. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button if you love this video, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified for future uploads. Also, give me a follow on Instagram where I update with a lot of different makeup that I show you guys on here, give you my thoughts on it. I'll show new makeup that I buy over there, and we can chat about makeup on that platform as well. All right, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.